Earth is an incredible world. There's a lot of water, mountains, and rock on its surface, making it a work of art. The temperature on this planet is quite agreeable, and it has developed all the conditions for supporting life. The planet's inhabitants snap images of their surroundings daily and post them to social media to share with their friends. If those inhabitants, called humans, knew that there was a better planet where they could take selfies, who knows what would happen? Well, there are, and we'll start talking about them right now. Cherry Blossom. This planet is called Cherry Blossom, and if we could visit it, we would find a world that was still glowing from the heart of its construction and had a dull magenta hue, similar to a dark cherry blossom. This type of planet is exactly what NASA's Discovery Team member Michael McEl talked about. He said, Cherry Blossom Planet, also known as exoplanet GJ504, is allegedly the youngest and smallest planet ever discovered around a sun-like star similar to our solar system. Look at it, it's so pink. Imagine taking a picture of its surface, the light would hit differently. Cherry Blossom orbits the star Gliese 504, also known as 59 Virginis, which is approximately 57 million light-years away from Earth. Mega Saturn. This planet, located approximately 400 light-years away from Earth and named Mega Saturn because it has rings similar to Saturn, but it is much larger and is also fascinating. Even with the fastest rockets, it would take more than 2 years to reach one of the gas giants' ring edges, but what a view would it be? Imagine waking up to see such rings completely covering the sky. What a dream! The gas giant's rings are almost 200 times larger than Saturn's. When viewed from Earth, the planet completely eclipses its host star when it crosses our line of sight. Planet HD 131399AB. Another stunning view, however, might come from the planet HD 131399AB, which is 320 light-years away. This planet is unique because it orbits a triple star system, which would change the seasons and make our orbit very different from what we're used to here on Earth. In general, such planets are destined to travel on erratic paths before eventually leaving the system. You should be aware that on this planet, it would take about a century for all the stars to align, resulting in a complete sunset once every century. You'd then have to wait the same amount of time for one night. Kepler 10b. Outside our solar system, we discover planets like Kepler 10b. 560 light-years away from us and significantly hotter than Venus, Kepler 10b's effective temperature or surface temperature is thought to be 3 times that of Venus, our solar system's hottest planet. An enormous hell furnace, Kepler 10b has a temperature of 1500 degrees Celsius. There, we wouldn't even be able to survive for even a moment. The planet is 20 times closer to its home star than Mercury is to our Sun. Kepler 10b is the Kepler Space Telescope's first confirmed terrestrial planet discovered outside the solar system. Kepler 10b is tidally locked to its parent star and experiences extreme temperature variations between day and night. It also reflects approximately half of the starlight that strikes it. The high bond albedo could be explained by Kepler 10b being a coreless rocky planet with surface magma oceans rich in iron oxides. Studying the brilliant eclipses and gravitational disturbances of the star that the planet circles allowed researchers to gather information about the planet's mass, diameter, and revolution. Gliese 581c. Gliese 581c is a cool planet discovered by astronomer Udry in 2007. It is an exoplanet orbiting the red dwarf Callis 581, a faint star in the Libra constellation about 20 light-years away from Earth. It is classified as a super-Earth. What distinguishes it is that it's thought to orbit into the habitable zone of its planetary system. It also constantly shows one side of its host star, just as the Moon does with the Earth. The simulations created to analyze how Gliese 581c's orbit changed over time imply that the log's tidal heat would significantly impact the planet's geology. According to these models, tidal warning would drive a surface heat flux 3 times greater than that of Jupiter exerts on its satellite, leading to considerable geological activity that might include strong volcanism and plate tectonics. It is so hot on the lighter side that you would instantly melt if you landed there, while it is so cold on the opposite side that you would immediately freeze. This condition means that even though the planet is habitable, only a very small portion of its surface would be suitable for life as we know it to flourish and develop. Don't worry, one day we'll develop the technology to make it to Gliese 581c and survive there. Once we reach that breach, we'll know how to cross it. However, we have rainstorms, snow, earthquakes, tsunamis, etc. On Earth, it rains water too, but what if we told you this isn't a common constant across the universe? HAT P7b, Slasher Planet. HAT P7b is an extrasolar planet discovered in 2008. It is larger and more massive than Jupiter, and it orbits very close to its host star. The planet is also one of the darkest planets ever discovered, with an albedo of less than 0.03, meaning it absorbs 97% of the visible light that strikes it. You wouldn't want to get too close to it even if there was evidence of life on it. This distant planet appears to be a brilliant blue, but any space traveler would be gravely mistaken if they thought it was the same color as Earth's warm skies. By coincidence, one of the most horrible planets in the universe is Sapphire Slasher. The weather in this world is lethal. Winds can gust up to 4,500 miles per hour. Winds can gust up to 5,400 miles per hour, 2 kilometers per second, or 7 times the speed of sound, sending all would-be travelers on a painful spiral around the globe. Rain is more than just an inconvenience here. It's like dying from 1,000 blade slashes. This extraterrestrial world's screaming winds may blow gas sideways instead of reflecting a tropical ocean as it does on Earth. The cobalt blue color is caused by a hazy blowtorched atmosphere laced with silicate particles, and there are a lot of silicates on this planet. Under the influence of the nearby star's heat, they evaporate and produce gas clouds. After cooling down, they produce precipitation, which is why astronomers refer to it as the Slasher Planet. But wait, there's more! On this planet known as the Sapphire Slasher, or HAT P7b, something strange happens. And guess what? Before answering that question, please like the video and subscribe to this channel by clicking the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And now for the question. On the Slasher Planet, diamonds rain from the sky. Carbon's presence, combined with the planet's high density and extreme heat, created the ideal conditions for diamond formation. A Forbes columnist calculated the potential value of a diamond planet and came up with a figure of $26.9 trillion. That's $26.9 with 30 zeros after it. Unfortunately, Sapphire Slasher is thousands of light years away from us and is a tidally locked planet with the same star as its axis. Clouds are expected to form on the cold night side of the planet, but they'll evaporate quickly on the hot day side. These findings indicate that strong winds circle the planet, transporting clouds from one side to the other. The winds change speed dramatically, causing a massive cloud formation to form and dissipate. Thus, observing P7b through a telescope may be the closest we'll ever get to the exoplanet's surface. Temperatures reach 4,532 degrees Fahrenheit, and violent wind storms constantly rage.